Every year, I collect the worst financial decisions people actually made. The ones posted online, the ones that showed up in bankruptcy filings, the ones people confessed in comment sections. And every year, the details change, but the pattern is identical. The mistakes evolve. The psychology never does. This is 2026, and these are real. The first one. Someone refinanced their home to pull out $47,000 in equity and invested it in a private lending platform promising 14% annually. 6 months later, the platform froze withdrawals. 3 months after that, it filed for insolvency. The $47,000 is gone. The mortgage is still there. The payment went up $340 a month. Here's the rule. When something promises a guaranteed return significantly above what the market offers, one of three things is true. The risk is much higher than advertised, the fees eat most of the return, or it is fraud. Those are the only three options. A legitimate platform that consistently returns 14% with monthly liquidity does not exist. Warren Buffett has averaged around 20% annually over 6 decades, and the entire investing world considers him exceptional. When a website offers you 14% guaranteed, they are either taking risks with your money you do not understand, or they are running a scheme. In this case, it was both. The second one. A 29-year-old cashed out his entire 401k, $38,000, to pay off $22. 000 in credit card debt and start fresh. After the 10% early withdrawal penalty and income taxes, he received approximately $24,000. He paid off the cards, he had $2,000 left, and the retirement account was zero. The math on what that actually cost him. $38,000 invested at 29, growing at 7% until 65 is approximately $380,000. He paid $14,000 to the government to destroy $380,000 in future wealth to eliminate $22,000 in debt he could have paid off in 18 months by redirecting $1,300 a month toward it while keeping the account intact. Urgency beat math. The correct move was a balance transfer to a 0% promotional card, aggressive payoff, and leaving the 401k completely untouched. He chose the option that felt like relief. It cost him $380,000 to feel it. The third one. A couple bought a new construction home in early 2026 using a builder rate buy-down to 4.5%. $498,000 purchase price, 5% down, approved, moved in. 6 months later, the husband was laid off. The wife's income covered the mortgage, but nothing else. They burned through $11,000 in savings in 4 months. They are now behind on payments. What went wrong has nothing to do with the rate. Mortgage approvals use gross income for debt-to-income calculations. A couple earning $120,000 gross qualifies comfortably on paper. That same couple takes home roughly $7,200 a month after taxes. A $1,800 mortgage payment is 39% of actual take-home before groceries, utilities, or car payments exist. The system approved them. Nobody was required to say the math was tight. The approval said yes. The actual budget said something different. The fourth one. Someone put $31,000 into a single AI infrastructure stock in January 2026 because every podcast they listened to was saying it was the trade of the decade. It ran up 40% in 3 months. They did not sell because the podcast said it would triple. It dropped 62% over the next 4 months when the company missed earnings. Their $31,000 became $18,000. They still have not sold because selling would make the loss real. 3 things happen here constantly. By the time a specific stock is being recommended across mainstream podcasts, the information is already priced in. The people who made money bought before the consensus, not after. Second, a 40% gain on paper is worth nothing if you do not take it. Third, waiting for a stock to recover to your entry price is not a strategy. It is hope. The stock does not know what you paid for it. It does not owe you a recovery. The fifth one. A 34-year-old teacher started day trading during summer break after watching videos about consistent income from options. She opened with $8,000, her emergency fund, made $1,200 the first week, added $5,000, lost $6,400 the following week on a single position that moved against her when a Fed announcement changed market sentiment in 90 minutes. Summer ended. She is back in the classroom with $6,600 across both accounts and no emergency fund. The data is not ambiguous. A study from Brazil tracked everyone who attempted day trading over multiple years. Of people who stuck with it for more than 300 days, 97% lost money. Only 1.1% made more than minimum wage. The people making money from day trading content are making money from the content, not the trading. The trading is the product they sell. The viewer is the customer. The sixth one. A 26-year-old leased a $68,000 luxury SUV on a $54. 000 salary because the monthly payment was $890 and she calculated she could technically afford it. She can. She cannot afford anything else. Lease payment, insurance, and gas total $340 a month. Her take-home is approximately $3,500. She is spending 38% of her actual income on a vehicle she will return in 36 months with zero equity and nothing to show for $32,000 in payments. She has $800 in savings, no retirement account, one unexpected expense away from a credit card. Leases are not always bad. They make sense for specific people in specific situations. For a 26-year-old with $800 saved and no retirement account, a lease on a $68,000 vehicle is a decision to spend 3 years making payments on something she does not own, will hand back to the dealer, and then restart from zero. The car looked like success. The financial position underneath it was the opposite. Every one of these decisions has the same structure. A short-term feeling, relief, excitement, status, urgency, won against long-term math. The 14% return felt like a solution. The 401k withdrawal felt like a clean slate. The lease felt like success. The feelings were real. The math was also real. And in every case, the math was available before the decision. It just required someone to slow down long enough to run it. Most people did not. The list for 2027 is already being written.